Good morning from a very foggy Holland America Volendam. We are actually anchored today off the coast of Bar Harbor, Maine, but as you can see around me, I can't see anything in the distance besides this ship. Woke up to a lot of fog. It's pretty creepy. Feels like Ghost Ship. Did anyone see that movie? Yeah, not ideal. I don't really know how they navigate in this stuff. I know it's all GPS, but like, isn't it a little terrifying to not be able to see anything in front of you where you're going? It's a little before 7:15 right now, and I have to get breakfast and then meet at 7:45. I have to meet at 7:45 at the casino to do immigration inspection of my passport because this is our first U.S. port on this cruise. This is our last full port day here on this 7-day Canada and New England cruise. I've had an amazing time on Holland America. It has been a fantastic itinerary. We only had one sea day, so it's been pretty port intensive. We had all Canadian stops up until today. If you didn't catch my previous videos, go back and look at those and check those out because today is going to be my final episode of this cruise. So I hope that if you've been following along that you've enjoyed all of these videos. If you're new here, my name is Meredith and I cruise solo and I take you along with me as I go on my cruises, and I have many more planned in the future upcoming, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can get notified when I post new videos. This little, I think if you've noticed, I have this little orange sticker on with the number 6, I think. And that is my shore excursion number. So I actually have a Puffins and Lighthouse shore excursion booked today. Yes, yet another lighthouse, but this was the only tour that included Puffins. And I have never seen them, and I really want to see some, and I'm hoping that today is the day. I am on deck 9 right now, looking over the aft pool, the sea view pool. So foggy, you can see nothing. There's no land, there's no sights. You honestly, like, I'm trying to look at the water and I really can't even see the water. So if I didn't mention this, Bar Harbor is actually a port that is too small for ships to dock. So there is no dock that will fit a ship of this size. And so we are anchoring and we will go to shore using tender boats. And I don't know what kind of tender boats. I don't know if Bar Harbor provides those or if the ship is using lifeboats. But either way, we have to be transported on tender boats, which is why everything is happening so early this morning. I have to meet at 7:45 for this inspection and then go straight to meet for the excursion and go get on a tender and go to shore. So I expect the process to take some time this morning, so I am packing my patience with me. And it's just how things go. It's just how things work on cruises like this, where you're reaching the U.S. before your actual final port. All right, off to breakfast, and I will take you along with me for the rest of this day. So I got here so late that the line has wrapped all the way back to the theater, and so I have to sit down and wait for the line to diminish before I can get back in it and then go through and do my passport inspection. So we're going to be here for a while. And I only got here 2 minutes after 7:45, so I have a feeling this is going to take a while. And I did check my meeting time for my excursion, and the meeting time, even though the excursion is not till 9:30, meeting time is 8:15. So they definitely are anticipating that it's going to take time to get through all of this. So, and for a wait, good thing I brought my Kindle with me. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to, but I need to go get my umbrella and seasickness pills because I'm going to be on a boat. Small boats make me seasick. So I forgot to get my little seasick patches. So I'm gonna run grab those, get my umbrella, and then head back to the theater to meet for my excursion. Got my sticker, shows I went through immigration. So it really didn't take as long as I thought it was going to, but still kind of a pain to wait in a line that spanned the entire ship. These things, got them on Amazon, really cheap. They're amazing. I highly recommend if you get seasick on small boats like I do, some of these patches, they just go behind your ear, right here, and they really help. The Dramamine pills don't do anything for me. They actually make me feel sicker, but the patches help a lot.
That's regarding the puffins and lighthouses. You see the weather outside? It's not very favorable. Now, the captain from the Puffin and Lighthouse boat, from the tour operator, just informed us, for safety reasons, we will not be running this Puffins and Lighthouse tour. I am so truly sorry for that. That's for everyone with a red number 6 sticker.
You guys, my shore excursion just got canceled. It's the only one that got canceled. And so I went and ran to get a tender ticket so that I could get off the ship without waiting till open tender at like 11:30. And she gave me number 3, which they just called seconds after I walked away from the desk. So I guess I'm just going out to explore Bar Harbor. I kind of don't really want to get off the ship this early. It's 8:45. What is there to do in Bar Harbor at 8:45 in the morning? I might just stay on the ship for a little while because it's a little early for wandering around the city, especially in terrible weather like this. So, what to do? What to do? But yeah, I guess the tour operator decided it was too risky to run the tour. Yeah, what am I gonna do in Bar Harbor at 8:45? You guys tell me. What is there to do? I don't even think things are gonna be open. I'm not hungry. I'm not like ready. I'm not in the mood to go shopping. I mean, in the United States. But I do want to get off the ship. I'm just gonna wait until later, like 11. And then probably just wander then. So it's really unfortunate because we've had such amazing weather this whole trip. And then of course the one day that I'm going to see something I've never seen, canceled. Bummer. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, so it is 10:20 and I decided to come up to the Crow's Nest and do a little bit of editing. So I have my laptop up here, but as you can see behind me, still very, very foggy outside. There were a few moments there just 5 minutes ago where I could see patches of blue sky peeking through, but they are gone now and the fog is back, and it's sort of just been like drifting around us, like it fades in one area and then it dissipates, and then like another thing will roll through.
All guests with tender tickets.
I'm honestly surprised that there's this many people that are still waiting to go ashore, because the ship is not that big, and I swear every single person was in line this morning at the same time I was to do my immigration check and my passport reviewed. So I'm really surprised that there are still people waiting to get on a tender, that they haven't just called open tender at this point. But I'm imagining it's going to come soon, because they're calling like 4 or 5 groups at a time. And I haven't gone on the other side of the ship to see what it looks like. I'll do that in just a second and see if the shoreline is maybe a little bit clearer than it is on this other side of the ship where I'm sitting right now, which is the side that's not facing the shore. And I can see nothing in the distance, nothing whatsoever. No sign of land, so. All right, so I came over to look at the town, and there it is. Ta-da! There's the town. No town. There's a lifeboat way over there. I don't know if you can see it. And then another tender, it looks like maybe that's a tender boat right here. And that's where the town is supposed to be, right along the shoreline here, and it's just a wall of white. Complete whiteout. So it's wild, because literally 1 minute you can be seeing the little islands and mountains or like shoreline, and then the next second this fog rolls in and you can see absolutely nothing. The thing I will say is that it's not cold out here. It's actually very pleasant. I think probably 60s, and it's like surprisingly bright too. Like, I could use my sunglasses right now. So I'm gonna go to the other side and see if there's less fog over here. It sure doesn't look like it. but I'm just... Woo, Warren. Yeah, nothing. Complete nothing. Let me just flip this and show you. Complete nothing. Like, look at that. You can even see it coming over the deck there at the end where there's people playing, I don't know, what are they playing? Pickleball maybe? But like, here's the sun. There's the sun right up there, and it's actually really bright. But you just can't see anything. I was really thinking that the fog would burn off at this point. It's after 10:30, and you can barely even see the ocean. Like, it is the thickest fog I think I have ever seen, ever. This really is just the wildest thing. Like, you just see like it rolling across the ship deck. So I'm not gonna bother getting off the ship until it clears up some. I'm sure it'll be fine on shore. Like, I'll be able to see in front of me. It just really doesn't look like there's anything out there. And this is sad. If this is what Maine or Bar Harbor has to deal with in the summer. I mean, I'm sure it's not like this every day. I'm sure of that. I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful when the sun is out and there's no fog. But I wonder how often this happens. Someone want to tell me in the comments, how often does Bar Harbor, Maine get... Ooh, that horn is so loud. It's like right next to me. Anyone from Bar Harbor, Maine want to tell me if this is frequent, common, or if this is like a rarity? Although I do know this is like, Maine is where Stephen King got his inspiration for all of his books, and if that's the case, I can see it. I can definitely see it. I will definitely make my way on land at some point. Look what I just came back to the room and saw. I have to pack tonight. Oh my goodness. I didn't even think about the fact that I have to pack tonight. Dreading that. But I did notice that for Holland America, they don't require you to have your suitcase outside of the door until midnight. So that's plenty of time to do what I want to do this evening, enjoy, hang out, and then have my suitcase outside by midnight. By the time I get on shore, I imagine I will be hungry for lunch. So I'm planning to stop somewhere and get lunch and enjoy myself in a city that I've never been before. All right, they have just called open tender a few minutes ago, and I'm gonna head out to Bar Harbor. Do I really need these sunglasses? It is still very foggy outside. However, I can see some land now, and that's a good sign. Maybe the fog is finally clearing up a little bit. Heading to shore now. So I just missed the last tender, so I have to wait for about 5 minutes till the next one comes, and up close to the door it's actually kind of cold outside, and of course I left my sweatshirt back in the cabin, so I put my rain jacket on. Hopefully that'll be warm enough. Just have to walk fast, my blood flow moving to warm me up. Clearing up a little bit. I can feel the sun, so I pulled out my sunglasses. Yes, I did need them after all. And I can see the shoreline. So it's cleared up enough. It's not sunny by any stretch of the imagination, but it's cleared up enough to be enjoyable. So off I go to shore. You can't see behind the ship at all. So it's cleared up towards the shoreline where the town is, but definitely not over there in the distance. So I understand why they canceled the puffin excursion. Wouldn't have been able to see them. first thing I am in search of is an ATM, so I don't forget to do that. And for some reason, my GPS is not working. Cell data is connected. I'm in the United States, but I can't get my GPS to work. Like the Google map is not coming up. I don't know what's going on. I think I need to restart my phone. So yeah, I'm just wandering around. There's lots of shopping, some cute little places, and a bunch of restaurants. So eventually I'll pick one. So it's probably after 12 at this point. I got plenty of time because the last tender is not until 4:30 p.m. That place looks like fun. So I feel like I'm walking into a very residential area right now, which is exactly why I don't usually just go out and explore on my own, because I will inevitably walk the opposite direction of anything cool or interesting or fun, because my sense of direction is awful and I never know where I'm going. So I got my Google Maps working though, and I can try and find my way back to interesting things. Okay, I think I've made it back to the main area of like the downtown. So I'm gonna go into this little park here, and I'm looking on Google Maps now to compare restaurants, and I don't know what's going on over here. But yeah, I think I'm back to the main area. Actually, I think I might walk down this street over here. Whew, do not let this gray weather make you think that it's cold here, because it's not cold. I had to take my rain jacket off and I am very warm. So it is kind of humid. This is cute. Finally made my way back to civilization and not residential homes. Always me getting lost. So I found this little outdoor garden area. It looks like it's the front yard of an inn. Ivy Manor Inn is the name of this place. They have a little outdoor bar cart thing set up, and so I walked over and talked to the guy for a little bit, and I got a local beer. It is a sour, and I love sours. And it's a passion fruit and pink guava called Charms and Hexes by Banded Brewing Company, and it is out of Bridgeport, Maine. So local, it's tasty, I like it. And I'm just sitting here and chilling and relaxing and enjoying the nice weather. I see blue sky above me. The sun has peeked out a little bit, so it's nice and warm and relaxing and beautiful. So, you know, that fog cleared up and it looks great. So I'm gonna sit here a little bit and enjoy myself, and then keep walking and keep looking for somewhere to stop and get lunch. Guys, I'll have to do a little bit more exploring now that I have finished my drink at the Ivy Inn. And walking by that pizza place just made me like really hungry. It smelled so good, but I think I've decided to go to the Irish pub or the Irish bar, whatever it's called, because they have good ratings. And I looked at the menu and I liked it. So I'm gonna walk down here and see what else there is to see, and then make my way back, because I'm pretty sure this is the wrong direction. This place definitely doesn't look open, but I imagine that when it is, it's a really cool spot. That menu actually looks pretty good. I wonder if they open at like 4 or 5. Oh, 4 p.m. Got it. cool hotel. Very cool spot over here called the Bar Harbor Lobster Company. I really love outdoor places like this. It looks awesome. If I didn't mention this earlier, I am on Main Street right now. So I think I'm going the opposite direction from the water, but this is technically Main Street. It's called Main Street. So pretty busy. There have been a lot of people walking up and down, but it's slowing down. So I think I'm getting to the end of, you know, the restaurants and shops and things like that. Oh, there's another pizza place right over there. And I have noticed that a lot of the places down this direction aren't actually open yet. So maybe they open in the evening or the late afternoon, which means they're not getting the cruise ship traffic because we have to be back on the 4:30 tender is the very last one. So if things open at 4 o'clock, no one from the cruise ship can go. Maybe that's intentional. Maybe things just get too crowded when they have cruise ships in port. But there's only one ship. I'm pretty sure Bar Harbor can only handle one ship at a time. I can't imagine trying to do tenders for more than one ship. That'd be a nightmare. Because you can only dock one tender at the little dock area. Ooh, Italian place. Yeah, that's not open either. Neither is this Havana's place behind me, and it looks kind of good too. All right, I think it's time to turn around because I don't see any more restaurants up here, so back that direction I go. So the lobster roll at that place right there was $32 plus tax. And that's American dollars, not Canadian dollars. So it actually would convert to a whole lot more than 32 Canadian dollars once you do the conversion. Yikes, that is pricey. Question I have to ask myself and all my other fellow content creators out there, do you ever get used to people staring at you just from holding the camera and having the microphone clipped on? They always look, and it makes me feel so awkward. And like I want to hide it, but I also don't. I don't know. It's been a tricky thing to get used to. It's like being very obviously filming in public. People don't ever say anything to me because I try to be really subtle, but I still get looks, and it makes me feel awkward. And I wonder if I'll ever get used to it or if I'll always feel awkward. Okay, you guys, situation here. For one thing, I walked past the Irish Place restaurant that I was going to go to because there was another one that I thought was the one I was going to go to, and it was the wrong place. Secondly, my phone is not working again. I have reset it twice. I've reset the network settings. I've done all the things. I used to work in cell phone industry. I know what I'm doing. It's not working. The network is not working. So I have 4 bars of LTE. No service. Nothing's loading. My Google Maps is not working. I do not know what's going on. I need GPS. I need connectivity to maps so I know where I am, I know what I'm doing, and I know how to look up restaurant details. So anyway, I just walked down to the waterfront. Let me show you while I let my phone sit and be a brick. Look at that little boat over there, and then you can literally not see the Volendam in the distance. I was just sitting up further back and I could see the ship pretty clearly. Come down here now, can't see it. Right behind, it's right there. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but within the last 30 seconds, the ship has all but disappeared. So the fog is like coming this way. I don't know if there's a storm, but if I just like pan around and show you the sky this direction, look at that. We have blue skies. There's the sun. The weather is beautiful up here. There's a little breeze. And over there, whiteness. all that fog is just gathering over there, suspended. So it definitely is coming this direction. So anyway, I have to figure out what is going on with my phone. I am concerned. I don't know if it's because it was on Canada LTE is my international phone plan, because it was connected to the Canadian networks. Maybe something got screwed up with it. I don't know. Maybe Verizon just sucks. I'm walking through the park right now, heading back towards somewhere where I can hopefully get cell service and then eat some food and find a bathroom. Okay, so as soon as I sit down at this restaurant that I finally just decided to go get a table at because I couldn't get my phone to work, as soon as I sit down, my phone starts working. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's fine. This place has a decent rating, actually, so I'm fine. I'm happy. So I'm gonna get a drink and some food. Why is this just a drink menu? Did I sit at the wrong table? You guys, what's going on? Okay, I got a menu, regular food menu, so here's all the stuff. There's actually a lot of stuff on the menu. I keep saying that I need to stop eating so much bread, and what do? I order a pretzel for lunch. Comfort food. What can I say? It actually looks amazing. And I have Pinnacle Grill tonight for dinner, so hopefully I'm eating this early enough to not disrupt my dinner plans. I just finished up lunch, and I gotta say, I have zero regrets about that pretzel. It was so good, so soft, so tasty. The cheese was incredible. Mustard was spicy and delicious. I don't care about the calories. I don't care about the carbs. That was amazing. It was exactly what I needed. I'm so happy I got it. Yum. So I'm walking back down to this waterfront. I want to see if I can go out around here along this like hotel boardwalk area. I'm gonna walk down there and take a couple pictures of the ship. Really craving some Dippin' Dots before I get back on the ship. Think I might have to do it. Okay, I caved. I got myself some Dippin' Dots. I don't even like ice cream. But, you know, it's nice and warm out here, and so I'm gonna eat these and chill and then get back on the Tinder. Okay, back on board, and I'm in my cabin, and the dreaded task of packing has come to pass. I gotta get started on this mess and get that done and out of the way so I don't have to think about it for the rest of the night. So last night, the saddest day of the cruise, the most depressing, well, that's not true. Disembarkation is definitely the saddest moment of the cruise, but this is up there. This is up there. My dinner reservation tonight at Pinnacle Grill is at 8 o'clock. So that is the next thing that I have to be somewhere for. It's lounge time till 8 o'clock and packing time. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will catch up with you after. All right, I'm heading off to dinner. It's 3 minutes till 8, so I'm running a little bit behind. I lost track of time a little bit while I was getting ready, but I'm heading to Pinnacle Grill. So this is the steakhouse, like the nicest restaurant on the ship. It's a specialty. I have one specialty dining credit, and tonight is when I'm using it. I will show you what I order. I don't eat red meat, so this will be interesting. We'll see if there's something on the menu that I can eat. I'm sure there is, but I am wearing a lime green dress that my mom made for me. And I love this dress. It's brand new. She just made it. Seriously, my mom is the most talented person I know. She can do anything. So I brought this with me on the trip to wear on my last night. I'm so sad that it's the last night. I am not fully packed, but I'm close. Have a few more things I need to stuff in there before midnight, and then get that bag out so that I don't have to roll it off the ship myself. So I will come back to the cabin before midnight to do that. So I will take care of that later, but now it is off to dinner. Well, it is the last few moments of this cruise. I have just put my luggage outside my cabin door. I think my suitcase was the last one to make it outside, which I feel really bad about because there were no other suitcases in the hallway. But the cutoff time was midnight, and it's 11:38, so I made it, hopefully. We'll find out tomorrow morning if my suitcase made it down there. Ugh, what a great cruise. Holland America surprised me, especially because I expected this to be a much older crowd on a much older ship, a much smaller ship than I'm used to. But like I said at the beginning of this series, which I don't know if you've watched all of them, if you haven't, go back and check them out. But I have never met a ship that I don't like. I can find something good in every ship I've ever been on. This one is no different. Yes, it's old. Yes, it's dated. Yes, it's a little grungy in some areas. I don't mean that in like a dirty way. I mean grungy as in like the decor is brown. A lot of brown. But you know what? It's a classic ship, and many of the areas have been updated and look really nice, and the upholstery is all very clean, very nice. I have no complaints about the ship other than it's just small. You know, you just get used to being on a smaller ship. You change your mindset, you find your favorite spots, you find your favorite crew members, and I have certainly done that on this trip. Shout out to Christian and Lance and all of the bartenders at the Ocean Bar. And really, I haven't met a crew member that wasn't kind and friendly and sweet to me. They're all amazing. I appreciate them so much. I try to put myself out there more than I would typically so that I can get better content for you guys for this channel. I hope that I have done that throughout this series, and I will probably show you what disembarkation looks like tomorrow just to wrap this video up. One other thing I wanted to note, because it was an important one, I am used to having laundry privileges, free laundry through Norwegian and Virgin Voyages due to loyalty status and status match. So I have not paid for laundry on a cruise in a long time. And the one thing I noticed, and maybe I missed it, but I certainly didn't see it, was any sort of laundry special. So I think they don't run laundry specials. And if not, you pay per item and it adds up very quickly. So if you're a Holland America cruiser, let me know. Is this normal? Do you normally not get laundry specials? Is laundry extremely expensive like it is on the other lines? Or is this just what people do? They just pay per item on Holland. I don't know. Luckily, I brought enough clothes with me. I do have some things, obviously, that I'm gonna have to pack last minute in the morning, like my little fan that goes next to my bed, right over there. Can't sleep without it, need a fan. At home, I sleep with 2 fans, sometimes 3. If you're new to my channel, please hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and consider subscribing so that you get notified when I post new videos, because I have so many more trips planned and I can't wait to bring you along with me. And I think that's where I'm going to call this a night. Thank you so much for watching. Happy cruising.